Japan consistently produces some of the most emotionally resilient, academically capable, and socially intelligent children in the world. And researchers have been studying why for decades. But most conversations about Japanese parenting focus on the rules: no praise, more independence, nature exposure. What almost nobody talks about is what those practices actually do inside a child's brain, from the child's perspective, from the inside. In the next few minutes, we are going inside the experience of a child raised with Japanese parenting principles, what they feel, what their brain builds, and what the science says about why it works so well. The first and most important principle of Japanese parenting is called amai. It is a concept that has no direct English translation, but it describes a deep, unconditional sense of being accepted and supported by your parents, not because of what you achieve, but simply because you exist. From inside a child's experience, amai is not just an emotional feeling, it is a neurological foundation. Research on attachment theory shows that children who experience this kind of unconditional, secure base develop more robust stress regulation systems. Their cortisol responses are lower in challenging situations. Their brains literally build more resilient architecture because they started from a place of absolute security. Western parenting often ties approval to achievement. Japanese parenting separates the two. You are loved completely. Now go and try hard things. From inside the child's brain, that sequence produces something remarkable. A child who is not afraid to fail because failure does not threaten their most fundamental sense of being loved. The second principle is called shitsuke, which translates roughly as discipline through gentle, persistent guidance rather than punishment. In Japanese parenting, correction is given quietly, consistently, and without shame. A child who makes a mistake is guided, again and again if necessary, without the emotional weight of disappointment or anger attached. From inside the child's brain, this matters enormously. Research on shame-based discipline shows that shame activates the same neural pathways as physical pain. A child who is shamed for mistakes begins to associate effort and risk-taking with danger. They stop trying new things to avoid the pain of failure. A child guided through mistakes with calm consistency learns something different. Their brain associates effort with support. Trying hard becomes safe. Making mistakes becomes part of learning rather than evidence of inadequacy. The third principle is perhaps the most surprising to Western parents: the deliberate use of nature and outdoor unstructured time from the earliest age. Japanese children spend significantly more time outdoors, in natural environments, with less adult direction than children in most Western countries. From inside the developing brain, this unstructured outdoor time is not idle. It is some of the most productive brain development that happens in early childhood. Executive function, spatial reasoning, creativity, risk assessment, all of these are built through unstructured play in ways that structured activity simply cannot replicate. What these three principles have in common is something the research calls the paradox of high expectations through low pressure. Japanese parents expect a great deal from their children, academically, socially, in terms of character, but the environment they create to achieve those expectations is one of remarkable emotional safety. From inside the child's experience, the message is clear. You are completely safe. You are completely loved. Now go and become everything you are capable of. If you want to understand what your child is actually experiencing at every age, from birth to 12, this channel is built for you. Every week we go inside your child's world so you can see things the way they do. Subscribe so you don't miss the next one. And if you want to keep going right now, the next video is right here. Now you know what they couldn't tell you.